All right, so when the pandemic hit, thousands of people right here in Ohio were out of a job and turned to federal programs for some financial help.
That money was a lifeline. But as Jennifer Bullock tells us in tonight's Better Call 4, some of them are now being told to pay it back, Jennifer?
That is right. The Department of Job and Family Services offered pandemic unemployment assistance to nearly 700,000 Ohioans, only to tell some of them later that they received too much money. One of them, a Madison County man, says he shouldn't have to pay for their mistake. And after several attempts to contact the state, he called Better Call 4. The coronavirus pandemic hit Ohio in March, and work stopped for Brian Kirk. In May, he applied for pandemic unemployment assistance through the Ohio Department of Job and Family Services and was approved.
I received a determination letter that indicates how much you will receive. And in my case, it was $480 a week.
But in September, Brian received a second letter from ODJFS.
They indicated that I had an overpayment that I owed them back in the amount of $7,566. That's significant.
3 days later, Brian filed an appeal, but didn't hear anything about its status.
So I tried to contact them. You wait 2 hours and you wouldn't get anybody.
He continued to wait, and on October 5th, he called again.
And I waited 2 hours and 47 minutes. Very frustrating, but I did that. Just to have then, after 2 hours and 47 minutes, a recording come over the phone saying, "We apologize, but we can't take your call at this time due to the high volume of calls."
That's when Brian turned to Better Call 4, and I reached out to the department.
Every single one of these issues is important. Every claim is important.
I spoke with Director Kimberly Hall, who tells me that PUA is a federal program, and the Department of Labor urged states to let applicants report their own income history so payments could go out quickly.
And that is where, frankly, there is a disconnect that ends up being revealed between the income amounts and what's truly the appropriate weekly benefit.
Ultimately, Director Hall says that is a decision made at the federal level that ODJFS is required to comply with. And while Brian says he's sympathetic to the challenges the department has faced, more needs to be done.
This isn't just necessarily about Brian Kirk. This is about the thousands and thousands of other people like me who are less fortunate, whose voices aren't being heard.
And because of Brian's communication struggles and because this is a federal program, I took it a step further and reached out to the Department of Labor. A spokesperson responded to me just about 30 minutes ago with a statement which says in part that there is no waiver provision for PUA overpayments regardless of cause. Any overpayments must be recovered in accordance with the state's law and policies.